from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Teddy Bridgewater and the Los Angeles Chargers taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, the Rams had their opportunity to break in this new stadium last Sunday night against the Cowboys. Now it's the Chargers' turn as you get a look at the brand new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was... The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in Week 2. Jackson now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They are led out by an 8-time Pro Bowler in his 16th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level. Went to a junior college, went to Cal, and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. The numbers in last week's game for Hooper. 5 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards. First down, Kansas City.
And again, it's Rodgers. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
Rodgers pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
To Juju Smith-Schuster. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Chargers.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep. first down.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. That time a 9-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Jalen Richard now on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. And it is Teddy Bridgewater leading the way in his 7th season out of Louisville.
And I'll bet right now there's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
now,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And a good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Burkhead. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Burkhead, the ball carrier.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 13.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Rifles one incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And finding the tight end Hooper. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's complete. Henry.
Rodgers pass.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Chiefs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And a good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Chargers 0.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, and his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. Third down here. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he works free. And pass the fence on the pickup there and a first. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11 at the 41. Out of the shotgun, a give to Burkhead. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and
out of the gun. Bridgewater. He's got his targets caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Bridgewater on first down. And this one's incomplete. And the tight end Luke Stocker was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
it leads to 2nd and 10.
On the run, it's Burkhead. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Caught inside they come. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Jordan Berry now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Rodgers now on first down. You got a man over the middle. It's Woods.
Rodgers.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Woods. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On second down, here's the option. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Avery Williamson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And a first
That's a
down.
play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own.
The football going back to the Rams now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Throwing is Bridgewater.
2nd and 7.
Now he's forced out left. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They're finding Keelan Cole.
That's good.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10.
Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean 1st half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, right side complete. That's Woods. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Complete.
A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
17. Chargers, nothing.
So a capper there to a pretty good 1st half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. And our game has been Aaron Rodgers who was on target in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 30.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
Yard gain brings up second and 9.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. The throw taken in by Cole. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it third and 2.
Try to pick it up on the ground with Burkhead. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Here's Bridgewater. And over the middle, this is Parker. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a first and 10 at the 15. They'll run now with Burkhead. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Again, they run with Burkhead. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
A gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
On the cover.
Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on 4th down. Now the short yardage man, Burkhead. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So give them the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Bridgewater to the goal line, but it's incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Randall Cobb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Jackson now to return. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Rodgers now on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Joe Mixon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will make it into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
First down, Bridgewater. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Bridgewater. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. To the air again with Bridgewater. Hard throw, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. Looking for his tight end on the corner, it's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At the 31-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Called here a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Bridgewater again. And his throw here is incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. That's caught by Parker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run. This is Burkhead. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Harris. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Burkhead. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
KC's offense ready to take over. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed, as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. They got him in. It's Woods. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
18-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still third down.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Chiefs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.